diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M about to put it away to start this game. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Booth. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finds his target down the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wants to throw. It's Hill. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Off the RPO, complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Off play action on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Green. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The lone back. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
So 1st down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards, and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, taking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Give to the running back.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
They punted away on 4th down. He's got it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football, the clock goes off, he takes off, he gets a positive gain.
Trying play action. Unloads it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Here's the heat. Makes the grab. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
No fair catches here, looking for room. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. Power football with the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get 1st downs on the ground.
Turning it on! And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
From the red zone, it's Rivers. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around. And then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
The pull and throw off the RPO.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up for a second down play. Reads it, fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver going in motion. Got room to work. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll run play action. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. They'll go to the ground. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
He'll run it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that you know if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
That's good for
that might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Unloads quickly. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. He's got it. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Complete to the right. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
That's good for a fight.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a first and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He leaves it with his back. Fighting off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Now on third down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Working that left side. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Hill. Fires to the right. He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
One more snap coming before halftime. The run from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
To the air on second down. Pressure coming. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down, and you've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Punt is on its way. Wants to return it. Slips through the line, and the returner goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Green. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it down on the ground.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give to the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 50-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. A&M comes back out with another first down. To the air on first down. Works the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Cornhole, 88. Cornhole, 80. Base 27, jump. Base 27, 88.
Looking to fire. He wants it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up 14 over Boston College. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here comes the Michigan offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the tailback. slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Hill. Snagged on the outside. It's Rivers.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it. And some room to work. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's the handoff. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Here we go, set.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Rides to back and leaves it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man quickly. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Here we go, here we go.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Back to pass, it's Green. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
I tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly out to the tight end. Showing off the arm. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking to throw, it's Hill. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. Looking for a man. It's Green. Makes the catch. It's in goal. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They move on top here in the fourth. A long run from the running back, not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world. But it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys. They get there in a hurry.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Working the middle, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, and we have seen it in this game. Even though his team is losing, this guy, time and time again, has been answering the bell. He's been throwing dimes all game long, and he comes up with another big completion there.
And defensively, I'm going to continue to think pass. They've trusted him all game long. He hasn't let them down. I'm playing for the pass. I'll react to everything else.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Quickly complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Right on target this time. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Into the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown. No time left on the clock, and they can tie it with the extra point or win it with 2.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
No time left on the clock. The extra point will send it to overtime. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Well, guys, let's play some more. Head into overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Aggies! They take the lead here in overtime. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, there is being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Hill. He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Lets it fly. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision that QB made there in that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw.
It's 3rd down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Wolverines! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Looking to throw. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really